A good storyteller grabs your imagination and doesn't let go. Cinema, literature, theater. They all have the potential for casting the spell that captivates. But some of the most captivating stories being told today are set in the squared circle of professional wrestling.
Introducing first from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha.
Today, the largest wrestling promotion in the world is the WWE, or World Wrestling Entertainment. From its world headquarters in Stamford, Connecticut, the WWE stages events in stadiums and arenas across the United States, drawing huge crowds, tens of thousands of pay-per-viewers, and over 1 million streaming subscribers. WWE Live, SmackDown, Raw, and the Super Bowl of wrestling, WWE WrestleMania, play to capacity crowds of devoted, passionate, ardent fans whose enthusiasm often becomes part of the action. To the outsider, people like me, professional wrestling is seen as an absurd farce. The hook, line, and sinker tenet of faith that seems to take hold of stadiums full of wrestling fans has always been hard to understand. Do they really believe this stuff? Well, yes and no. Recently, I had the opportunity to talk with one of these fans, Mario, in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Mario was quite emphatic about his love of professional wrestling.
I am a fan of professional wrestling.
In spite of his enthusiasm, Mario was unable to attend any bouts in his home state of New Mexico because there aren't any. I wondered if professional wrestling was illegal in New Mexico.
No, it's legal in New Mexico. There's just no independent league here in New Mexico, as far as I know. Everything I get to watch is usually on TV or the internet.
Where is Mario on the scale of true believers when it comes to his acceptance, appreciation, and enjoyment of professional wrestling? He explained to me that he was neither a mark nor a smart. In pro wrestling lingo, a mark is a total believer in the authenticity of the wrestlers and their matches, and a smart is one who knows better but chooses to believe anyway. A common criticism of the events staged by the WWE is that they are not sport, but instead are entertainment, a point ceded in 1989 by Vince McMahon, chairman and CEO of World Wrestling Entertainment. Calling these wrestling events sports competitions was creating an extra tax burden on the then WWF, or World Wrestling Federation. To avoid the taxes being levied on his WWF by various state, sports, and gaming commissions, McMahon simply admitted that what he was selling at the WWF was not sport, but was entertainment. And overnight, the World Wrestling Federation became World Wrestling Entertainment. Mario has a very realistic and practical view of this.
Oh, it's totally a show, but there's real athletic attributes attributed to the show. You don't go see an acrobat show and go, those guys are fake. This is the same thing. There may be choreographed activities that they do, or really well-rehearsed moves that they do, but they do get injured, they do have to do physical activity, and they do go on the road, working about 300 days a year.
Mario went even further, explaining that the referees that officiate each match are actually directing the show, gauging audience reaction to the action in the ring, and then directing the wrestlers through hand signals and gestures to go on to the next planned sequence or repeat one that just got a loud and enthusiastic endorsement from the fans. I asked Mario, is the winner predetermined?
Of course.
With that simply stated truth, we know how at least one wrestling fan enjoys this form of sports entertainment. Tom Glazner reporting from Santa Fe Community College.